And in a most practical sense, one of the easiest examples to show how society changes for students in this lesson is by looking at something like free speech and seeing how students are able to increase their free speech. Oh no, something's going to happen here in just a second. Are you ready for it? Hold on. Yeah. And we'll see students really kind of increase their free speech by organizing. And remember, we see the civil rights movement teaching students here to organize. The civil rights movement benefited from organizations like CORE and SNCC. Well, students are going to benefit from the same as they kind of look at the things in the system, in the nation's political system, that they consider unfair, wrong, immoral. So as these students begin to organize, they join a group called the New Left. And the idea here is that all of the people that are concerned in America with different ideas, different political problems, they're going to join something called the New Left. And one of the groups that was the most prominent in the New Left was called the Students for a Democratic Society, or SDS. And their focus was protesting, no surprise, Vietnam. Other issues that they protested included poverty, campus regulations, nuclear energy. They protested racism. You can see here, for example, in the SDS pamphlet that I'm circling, this talk about self-defense, right? Remember Malcolm X was talking about self-defense for African Americans. You can see an African American depicted there with a rifle with a gun talking about self-defense. So the Students for Democratic Society really are the major organization to take students, white students in particular, bring them together and get them moving to protest a particular political issue. I think another example here that we can use are protests behind what you see just above my head, free speech. And the idea here is that as students in the New Left, as students in the SDS organizations across the country began to protest things like Vietnam and racism, then college campuses are going to react and say, you know what? You need to calm down, kids. You're young, you don't know anything, just you don't have any experience, just back up, take your time. And you're going to see them begin to actually restrict the ability of student groups on campus to recruit volunteers for political causes, to say you can't do that here. This is a place of learning. This is a place of study. You should be quiet and accept the teachings of the professors and not challenge authority, not question authority. And the youth movement, like Students for Democratic Society, they're going to push to really target free speech. And they're actually going to give it a name. They're going to call it the Free Speech Movement. And their goal here in the free speech movement, as you saw me just highlighted up over here, is to try and say, you know what? You are not going to be able to keep us quiet. You're going to have to deal with us. You're going to see campus-wide protests at places like Berkeley, where students and faculty come together to protest these issues of free speech and the attempts of colleges to restrict it. And the Supreme Court is going to side with these students. It's going to say, you know what? Students do have a right to free speech on a college campus. Just because it's a school doesn't mean you don't get free speech. So here's an example where we see students trying to come together, right, in the New Left, in groups like SDS, as you can see just above my head, and they're going to try and find a voice in protesting all of these political issues like Vietnam or racism and civil rights. You're going to see college campuses kind of strike back and try and limit that free speech, and students protest, take it to the Supreme Court, and they win. They're allowed to distribute that literature to recruit volunteers for political causes. They're allowed to hold these meetings that are designed to protest other political ideas in America.